Hey guys and girls, there's a lake in Texas, there's actually a couple lakes, Camelot Bell and Wolfpack, where you have the opportunity to catch, probably pretty much no matter who you are, the biggest bass you've ever caught in your lifetime. I'm gonna take my baby daughter Sherri down there. I didn't really realize it. Sherri's caught a lot of big bass. I can remember back when she caught her first bass, her 7-pounder. She's about 12 years old and went just bananas. But then she caught 8 and 9 pound bass. She's never caught a 10-pound bass. She's never caught a 10-pound bass. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take Sherri to Camelot Bell to see if she can catch her first 10-pound largemouth bass. Now keep in mind, fishing is fishing. It's not automatic. You can fish here a lot and probably not catch a 10-pounder. But that lake is full of 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16-pound fish. You can catch the big fish of a lifetime, what now people call a PB. Let's go fishing at Camelot Bell in Texas and see if my baby girl Sherri can catch her very first 10-pound largemouth bass. First fish of the day right there, Sherri.
Is it a mama?
It feels pretty good. I don't know how giant it is. It feels pretty good. My little American Original deep smoothie. My deep smoothie.
You tricked me.
Pretty
You told
nice
me
fish.
a worm.
Pretty. I didn't. I put you on a pow stick, a sinking worm, and I pick up a crankbait, catch a big fish. It's a pretty nice one.
That is.
It's a great way to start right there. I think that. Oh, yeah, that's a good fish. Fish with my baby girl Sherri out here today. We're at Camelot Bell. Look at that. Look at that. Watch. Ah! Woo! That's the way to catch a 5-pounder right there. Camelot Bell down near Waco, Texas. The best big bass lake in the world. I mean, absolutely, one of your very best chances ever to catch a fish over 10 pounds is here at Camelot Bell or at Wolfpack Lake, which is right close by here. And I mean, there are some giants here. I've caught one over 11 pounds. I've only fished this lake a couple of times so far, and I've caught one over 11 pounds out of it. But they routinely catch 10, 11, 12, 13-pound bass out of Camelot Bell. It's a small lake, only about 30 or 40 acres, but it's managed perfectly for giant fish. Managed perfectly for giant fish. And that was a big old fish right there, about 6 pounds. The fish didn't even know he was loose, Sherri. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He's just laying there on top of the water. Get a good look at me, Jimmy. I'm getting ready to swim away. He didn't know I was going to turn him loose anyway, did he? What a great fish to start with, my gosh. Come on, Sherri, get you a big one.
Trying to catch one.
That's a big fish, and he's hung up. It's a big fish.
I saw the boil.
It's a big fish, and he's hung up. And it's a big
Maybe
one.
it's a little fish and a big stick.
No, I don't know how big he is. I can't get him loose. He's going to break me off if I'm not careful. I'm being very careful with him. He's a pretty big fish. You might have to get down there and get him, Sherri. I think it might just be a 5 or 6 pounder, but here you never know. It could be twice that big easily. He's hung.
I'll hold your rod while you get down there. I don't want to get hooked.
Oh, Sherri, look at that. It's a big one. It's a big one. He's wrapped around that deal.
I gotta come help you. I have sunglasses on.
I need a dip net.
We have no dip net. We should have taken the one off the mule up there.
Oh my goodness.
Every time I go fishing with you, I have to do this.
Be careful now.
Come on, let's.
Just down there, get your hand right in his mouth.
I can't reach. This way.
Don't let him get away. Don't let him get away.
He's not as big as you think.
He's 6 or 7
Okay.
pounds.
Well, he's not like Goliath.
6 or 7 pounds is pretty Goliath. This is a tournament. You got him?
No,
Got your hands on him?
no.
Well, get your
I
hands
can't
on him.
reach him.
Get your hands in his mouth. Pull that stick up.
I'm short.
Pull that stick up. Get your hands in his mouth. The line's gonna break. It just did. Dadgummit. Dadgummit. Ah. Should have just got that stick and pulled it to the top of the water. I thought you had to hold that stick one time.
I did at one time.
Why'd you let it go?
It's mossy and slick.
Holy cow. Doggone it. Got him? Ooh, Sherri, how big is that one? Spinnerbait bass.
Oh,
my
mama.
gosh.
Oh, mama.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hang on to him, baby. You may have to give him line now. Be ready to push your button if he takes off. I'm putting the power poles down. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's my baby girl. Spinnerbait girl right here. Just be easy with him, just be easy. Be easy with him. Get ready if you have to push your button if he takes off on a wild run. Just give him line. Just don't backlash it when you give him line. Just handle him easy. He must be hooked pretty good. You got a good hook set. Oh my goodness, look at that. We at our scales. Yeah, that's not as big as I thought he was. Come here,
Larry
baby.
and
It's a
Jim
nice
Bobber.
one. That's a nice one. Oh, almost hit him. Oh, I had him now. Oh, he's pretty big. That's what I said. These fish here at Camelot Bell are so, they're so heavy. That fish, you know, I said, oh, maybe, but that fish is so heavy. But he's not a double-digit fish. Look at there. Look at there. He's not really hooked that good. Look at there. That little beast. Not a double-digit fish, and that's a pretty big fish, baby doll.
Whoa,
what do you think?
yeah. I need to pick.
Pick. I don't know how to operate a Cracker Jack phone. I got an iPhone. Okay. I'll take a pick. Woo-hoo, way to go, babe. Way to go. Yeah.
I'll take it.
You know, we can, I'm not sure it's it's taken now. You got to hit the white button and the photo.
Just the white button.
Yeah. Oh, the white button on the side.
Either one.
Is it taken? I don't. Oh, there it is. There it is. I got it.
Woo.
There's one. There's a big one. I
Big
mean,
one?
a big one on that spinnerbait. Yeah. Come right up out of that tree and ate that spinnerbait. Boy, they are so big and strong. It's amazing. Oh, look at that fish. Oh! Just sit down right there, Sherri.
Okay.
I'll get him. Just sit down in that chair right there. Land them like they do in tournaments. Woohoo! Land them like they do in tournaments, Sherri. Oh, you're not sitting in the chair. What do you think, baby?
I think I like this place.
You like Camelot Bell?
I like Camelot Bell. You got a good button on that one.
That one buttoned up. That's where I want to button up the 10-pounder. Oh, that's a big 6 or 7 pound fish right there, probably 7. See how long he is? Now that is possibly a male fish. I don't think its tail's not messed up, so it's not spawned out. That's just a big old giant 7-pound male bass. That's just amazing, amazing. It's a big Florida bass too. These bass are pure Floridas. You know, we missed a whole lot of, I fished that right there. We missed a whole lot of bank. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back up there, Sherri.
Okay.
We didn't fish that,
We didn't fish that pocket.
We want to go
with
down
spinnerbait.
that. A lot of these fish are real shallow right now because the water temperature is up to 62 degrees. We've seen a few beds. Now, we're really not fishing beds, but the beds are, because the water's got a great color in here, the water's fertilized and extremely fertile and just great watercolor. But so we're not really fishing the beds. We're not looking for beds, I'll put it that way. We may fish a few beds if we see bed, we'll probably throw a bait on there. But mostly we're fishing for the big females that are kind of out in front of the beds, and then also the ones that's kind of staged out in front on some structure that we can't even see, and we can catch those on crankbaits. I can see that structure that we can't see with our eyes. I can see it with my Garmin live scope. So I'm watching for stuff out in front. When I see that stuff out in front, well, then I'm throwing to it. But catching them on a variety of baits, really. This is the time of the year where they'll bite a lot of different stuff. But that was just a beautiful strike. One of the things that I love about spinnerbaits, you can see that bass come up there, you can see him open his mouth and grab a hold of that bait. Not many baits you can do that. Even with topwater, a lot of times all you see is a big splash. With that spinnerbait, you see it all. And they're coming right up on top of the water and picking that thing right off the top of the water. Just absolutely perfect. If these clouds will hang in here, looks like the clouds are going to clabber up and just cover up completely, which will be okay. It's supposed to be kind of partly cloudy. It's cool. Typical. Big one.
Feels good.
Oh, just a little one. Feels real good, don't he?
Yeah, it feels good.
They're not all going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 pounders. It's a nice, big, healthy fish. So
Oh, yeah.
a good one right there. That's a good one. Spinnerbait bass.
That's a fun one.
Yep, he won his girlfriend. He's got a girlfriend here somewhere.
It's fat. Look, they're
Yeah,
broad.
he's fat. That's a female fish. No, I don't know. It might be a male. These are just very, very healthy fish,
Yes.
males and females both. There's one. Good one too. Wow, you hit that spinnerbait right up on the bank. Big one too.
Here, I was getting ready to change
Another big one.
baits.
Another big
How
one.
big? Do I need to get in the chair?
We've been, yeah, sit in the chair. You sit right there. That's the way to land them. That's perfect. You got to play him down though. That's a big one. Look at that fish.
I have not seen the fish. I've
Look,
just seen...
look at that fish.
Oh, yeah.
The big one.
Oh, they're fat,
Whoa.
aren't they?
Whoa. Whoa. Ah, Jimmy Houston spinnerbait. Yeah, look at that fish. Wow. Wow, look at that fish. Oh my goodness. You hear he's been caught before. Look, this up here is where he's been caught. So that just shows you what catch and release will do, how you can catch fish in a lake like this. They only allow one boat per day on Camelot Dale, one boat per day on Wolfpack, the two lakes they have here. Mike Frazier, the guy that owns this place, is actually, is actually building another lake right now. So he'll have 3 lakes available that's going to have these big fish, and he'll probably do the same thing. He stocked Wolfpack with all bass over 10 pounds. He'll probably do the same thing on his new lake also. I've got a little 1/2 ounce Jimmy Houston Legend spinnerbait on here. That's what we're catching our fish on. Most of them, I caught some on American Original Deep Smoothie. And we've tried some pow sticks, but we really only had one bite on the pow stick. But one of the things about a Jimmy Houston Legend spinnerbait is that we put one size larger blade on it than what normally comes on. So our 3/8 ounce has got one size larger blade, like a blade that's normally on a 1/2 ounce bait. You see this 1/2 ounce has got a pretty good size blade. It's the next size blade up. Larger blades seem to me like I catch bigger fish on them. I don't know if that's a fact or not, but I've done that for years. I've had to change my blades around and put larger blades on. All right. Boy, it was a beautiful strike right there. Woo! I mean, he come and got it. He come and got it. That's what I'm talking about. He was pretty close to the grass, Sherri.
Right up again. I was getting ready to
he was
change
pretty
baits.
close. Yeah, you want to hit really close as you can. As close as you can. You know, the sun is trying to peek out just a little bit. When we were getting all those bites earlier this morning, it was pretty sunny. So, ah, big bluegill. Look at the size of that bluegill.
Golly.
Wow. Wow, look at the size of
Yeah.
that thing. That's a bull bluegill right there.
Holy cow.
Did he bite it or did you just snag him?
He bit it. He's hooked in the mouth.
I'll be dang.
It's huge.
Well, there's a bunch of them out there. I can see them all over on my locator. And I see a few big bass
Can't even
swimming
put your
around in
hand
there
around
too.
it.
I keep thinking one of those bass is going to hit it. Look at the size of that guy. Goodness.
Looks like a piranha.
Way over a pound.
Wow.
There's one.
Oh,
Wide
Woo!
open water.
Nice
A
one.
good one too.
nice one.
I mean, in wide open water, but it's not but 3 or 4 foot deep, 3.5 foot deep right here. And he was right out in the middle. I mean, right out in the middle, waking that spinnerbait up on top of the water, waking it. Oh, come here, baby. Yeah. 5 pounder. Well, maybe not quite. Maybe 4.5, 4 3/4. Well, take him. We've had a tough bite this afternoon. You know, but when we caught fish today, for the most part, they've been quality fish. They've been really nice quality fish. Big.
Well,
Oh, sure, double up.
I love you.
There's a big one. There's a is bigger than this one, right in the middle of this little gut. These fish are staging, getting ready to go up here and spawn. But they haven't been biting until just right now. I mean, and the sun's almost set. We're gonna fish until we can't see the water. We almost had a double there, Sherry. I think yours is a lot bigger than mine. This time of the year, fishing gets a little bit like your favorite basketball team. You know, if you're really into basketball and you're watching your favorite basketball team, they're very frustrating because most every basketball team will go into periods of times when they go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, you know, sometimes 8 or 9 or 10 minutes without hardly scoring a single basket, you know. You just say, how in the world can you do that? How in the world can you just miss? They'll miss all kinds of shots, even layups and dunks they'll miss in that situation. This time of the year, in fact, just about any time of the year, fishing is exactly the same. You're going to hit periods of times during the day where you just almost cannot get a bite. You have periods of time where you just fish and fish and fish, and you don't catch any fish at all. And what you normally do, and what I do is like what everybody else is, you change baits, you change techniques, you change styles. Doesn't really matter. Most of them, that won't work at all. Today, we caught fish on 3 different baits. We caught them on a spinner bait, a Jimmy Houston spinner bait. We caught them on a sinking worm, worm without any weight at all on it, just a sinking worm, a little pow stick. And we caught them on, what else we catch them on? Caught them on a crankbait, caught them on a deep smoothie crankbait. And when they were biting, they would hit about all 3. And one of the things when we talk about fishing that sinking worm you want to think about is you want to rig that thing. You can rig it a lot of different ways. You can rig it wacky style. I like to rig it weedless and rig it just like a Texas rig except without a sinker. That's all you do. When I do, I come through up here about 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch up here. I come all the way back with my hook, and I look right where that bend's going to hit into that worm, and I put my thumbnail right there, and I'm going to then stick that point of that hook straight through that worm right there. Not at an angle, but straight through. It's going to come through like this, and I'm going to simply come up and skin hook the point of that back in. Just skin hook it back in. Now you've got a nice straight worm, got great action, and keep in mind in fishing these sinking worms, you really don't have to do much of anything with them. You can throw them out and just let them go. If you want, move your rod tip just a little bit, not much. And sinking worm will catch them a lot of times when nothing else will.